Baltimore City Inspector General Isabel Cumming released a report detailing how the Baltimore City government struggled to establish oversight of the taxpayer-backed Baltimore Children and Youth Fund.
The report follows more than a year of investigations from our Spotlight on Maryland team on BCYF. Patrick Hoff got an exclusive interview with Cumming to discuss her report.
You know, when we're talking about this large amount of money, an important aspect of it has to be additionally oversight. And oversight is not what was established.
BCYF received $16 million taxpayer dollars this year from Baltimore City. Taxpayer money it's guaranteed each year through the city charter. The OIG report released Wednesday found that the Baltimore City Department of Audits has no record of receiving a financial audit from BCYF from fiscal years 2022, 2023, and 2024. The Baltimore City Department of Finance and BCYF have no record of a signed copy of their agreed rules and regulations from 2020, and that only 3 of BCYF's 10 submitted invoices from January 2023 to September 2025 included a list of its taxpayer-funded grantees. Cumming said it's important that Baltimore City updates and finalizes its regulations of BCYF to ensure taxpayer money is spent effectively.
You know, you need a strong foundation to build a strong house. And we need to have this approved by both the Youth Fund, by the Finance Department, by the Comptroller's Office.
BCYF President Alicia Lee wrote in response to the OIG findings that her organization publishes its annual financial audits on its website. However, the OIG report noted that BCYF has yet to upload its fiscal year 2024 financial audit, which was due in March. The OIG report says that Baltimore City officials acknowledge BCYF's financial audits do not address whether the organization is spending money appropriately. Baltimore City Mayor Brandon Scott was asked Wednesday about the new OIG report. He insisted that BCYF and the city government are already working to update regulations as recommended by Cumming.
To be clear, that work, that she asked for, had already been underway since February of this year, and we want to continue to work on that work.
BCYF is not required to undergo regular performance audits like city agencies. 6 members of the Baltimore City Council signed on to a bill that would establish a series of new regulations of the nonprofit, including a required performance audit conducted by the city comptroller every 3 years, beginning next year. The bill is opposed by Mayor Scott and BCYF. We've since confirmed one additional city council member who supports the bill, Isaac Yitzi Schleifer. 10 votes would be needed to overturn a mayoral veto, meaning it needs support from 3 more members. The bill is scheduled for a hearing next month. Cumming said she would like to see City Council strengthen its proposed performance audit requirements for BCYF.
You are never going to hear the Inspector General not want additional oversight. If it was me, I would want it every 2 years or even every year because of the amount of monies we're talking.
Here's a look at how money moves in Baltimore to support local youth programs through BCYF. Residents pay taxes to the Baltimore City government, which then sends the BCYF nonprofit 3 cents on every $100 of assessed city property value each year. That meant $16 million taxpayer dollars this year. BCYF then sends that money to its grantees, many of which are fiscally sponsored, meaning the money has to move through another organization before going towards a youth program. We previously sorted through thousands of documents obtained in public information requests that detailed how BCYF spent roughly $300,000 taxpayer dollars in total on trips for its adult staff and grantees to Austin, New Orleans, St. Louis, and Alabama. The Inspector General said she'll have another report in the coming weeks that focuses more on how BCYF spends taxpayer dollars. We'll keep a close eye on this report and the BCYF bill at City Council. For Spotlight on Maryland, I'm Patrick Huff.
If you have a tip or a story for our Spotlight on Maryland team, you can call them at 410-467-4670 or email them at spotlightonmaryland@sbgtv.com.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.